Mm. Hello, everybody. Hi. I remembered what it was I needed to read up on. Julian Assange, of course. You're probably all saying, as I'm at the end of that last video, wondering what I'm supposed to remember. You're probably screaming at Julian Assange. Okay. But anyway, Julian Assange was arrested, of course, and taken to a UK jail prison because Ecuador decided to end his asylum. And today we're hearing from an official in Ecuador that he was really abusing that privilege. It was very costly. He was not supposed to be doing what he was doing. He was violating the conditions of it. And he was a bad house guest as well. And the Ecuadorian embassy was rather small. So, Julian Assange is now in prison. He was yelling about resisting when he left. He was in trouble because he had violated conditions of his bail when there was a case against him for sexual assault out of Sweden. But now that has since been dropped, but he still did violate conditions of his bail and was in trouble for that in the UK. And also the US, of course, wants to extradite him because he helped Chelsea Manning, I believe. He helped, yeah, well, yes. He helped to hack into government computers, get confidential information. So, there's been a lot of, he's a controversial figure, and a lot of people have considered him something of a hero. Of course, now, since WikiLeaks, since he's the founder of WikiLeaks, and he released so many of Hillary's emails, and it did seem aimed to undermine her chances of being elected, and it seemed like there was cooperation between the Russian government and WikiLeaks in order to do that. So his reputation is tarnished for sure, big time. Um, Chelsea Manning got in trouble legally for that. He did not because he's been in this embassy. So he probably will be extradited. I have some questions though. Also, Sweden's talking about reopening that case of sexual assault. Will that happen? Let's ask about that. 3 cards. Okay, what do we have? Oh, possibly. Because we have the King of Swords here, and that's an investigator, possibly. And we have the Seven of Swords. Oh, his secrets are coming out. Yeah, that's hidden agenda. That's his secrets. They're coming out. It's reversed. And we have the Hangman reversed. The delay is reversed. So they really may reopen that. They're at least going to open it for investigation and see what they can do with it. That's interesting. Okay, what about, does he have serious legal trouble waiting for him in the U.S.? Let's see, 3 cards. We have, well, let me make it easier for you guys to see. We have the 2 of Cups, we have the Hope card, and the 2 of Wands. Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? Gradually, it's going to take some time. He has some hope that he won't be. But the 2 of Wands, that's a lot of times about international matters. Yes, that would be involvement with Russia. He's hopeful he won't be in trouble. Is that because of Trump? Justice card. Truth coming out. Okay, the energy I'm picking up is this. That he feels that injustices have been done to him. He feels very much the victim here. He feels truth will come out. He does feel sitting pretty, like Trump will help him. And yeah, he's a messed up guy, a lot of ways. I mean, the way he thinks about this, he really does not believe he did a thing wrong. So he's, I think, in for a shock. Will there be a decent amount of prison time for him? Let's look. Death. I think so. And we got the 2 Sphinxes with the Chariot, and we got the 3 of Wands. He's sort of been watching and waiting for it all this time, right? That's why he spent all those years in the embassy sort of imprisoning himself. I really get the feeling that's going to have been wasted effort because he still has to face consequences. He's had this fantasy that the world would become more sympathetic to him and see it the way he sees it. I don't think that's going to happen. And it is a very complicated case, and I don't know all of the ins and outs about it. I'm sure there will be a lot of comments on injustices he has endured, or the complexities of the case. Personally, you lost me at hacked government computers. He lost my sympathy there. So that's just not okay. But I'm also picking up on his energy, I think, intuitively, and I've never liked his energy. Very grandiose. Not an empathetic person. Yeah. So anyway, what else for Julian Assange, though? But he does have a victory, huh? Page of Wands, Two of Cups. He has a pact, he has an agreement. I know that Pamela Anderson Lee is his friend and is all torn up about this. The pact, the agreement, some success, some victory. Okay, I think what happens here is he does plea to something. He pleads to something, and he has an attorney, okay, with this emperor, and it's like there's two different options, and I think he pleads to something. I don't think he gets the prison time that one would think is coming. I don't think he gets a lot of it, but there's the death cards, so I mean it's not great either, because truth is wanting to come out, but yet there's some strength there. There's some protection for him from some quarter. So yeah, oh, he will be in the news. He'll get a lot. There will be a lot of attention paid for this. There was a reason why he wasn't extradited to the U.S. sooner. There's a reason Obama didn't really mess with that mess. I think it might have had to do with the press for Assange that could be sympathetic to him, and was that going to be worth it? Yeah, there's something there. It's going to be interesting. People are already debating about, well, is he a journalist? I do not believe journalists are able to hack into government computers for their information. So yeah, maybe that question comes up more with, was he wrong to publish what Russia gave him via WikiLeaks? Maybe that was it. Let me see if we have any more insight about Julian Assange. Seven of Coins. He's not as secure as he'd like to be, of course. The money he's gotten, he's like been a, yeah, he's got some protections. But he's been a mercenary. He's worked for money from a government, for governments who want to stabilize other governments. So this is not, as much as he'd like to paint himself the champion, he's not. Yeah, he's not the champion. He's I work for money. I don't work for a higher moral purpose maybe he has in the past, but it's I work for money. Yeah, that's been opportunity. He is given an opportunity, though. This will be interesting to see how this all plays out, because it looks like he will have some breaks, but he is quite dramatic, I feel like. And man, are we going to hear about how horrible this all is. He's quite dramatic. So I guess we'll hear more about it. I don't know that he does a long-term prison sentence. I don't see that, but I do see him getting in some trouble. I wonder if that pact, that Two of Cups, meant he's going to make a plea. All right, well, we'll see. Thank you all so much. Bye.